here. Hello, I'm Heidi. I'm one of the Global Conscious Collective collaborators, and here we are in my garden today looking for a bit of spring inspiration. So here we've got some beautiful hyacinths, we've got some lovely hellebore, and we've even got some beautiful tulips bursting out of the ground in front of us here. Let's see what we can find to lift our spirits. Let's go and find some spring flowers. Have you found us some spring flowers? What have you found now, Proud? What's this? What is it? It's a hyacinth, isn't it? They smell nice. Nothing says spring more than a happy daffodil. Hello, beautiful.
Hello, darling.
So we've just come in from the garden and we're in my workshop now, and look at the amount of spring flowers that we managed to collect. Look at those gorgeous colours. So I'm just going to put that to one side for a moment, because what we need to do first is get some vessels together so that we can put all the spring flowers into them. So thinking about what you've got in your home, we're all in isolation at the moment, we're gobbling up all of the food, so we're gonna get some spare jars coming out of all of that. So what I've done is I've soaked these in some hot water to start with so that we could easily peel off the labels. So here we are, we've got some nice sparkly clean jars. So now we're going to jazz them up a little bit. We're going to decorate them with a few bits and pieces that you also may have around your house. So any offcuts of ribbon, some string, and I've even got a few buttons here as well. So taking the first jar, what I'm going to do with this string is I'm just going to take it around the top. So creating quite a heavy band of string around the top there. And then what I'm going to do is just lay it down and tie it into a cute little bow. So as simple as that, that already looks a lot more desirable. So the next jar, this is quite a tall one, so I'm going to put this piece of ribbon around the centre. So I'm using a bit of hot glue to attach the ribbon in place. But if you haven't got a hot glue gun at home, you could use double-sided sticky tape or glue dots. And if you haven't got any glue at home, you can simply tie a bit of ribbon around the top of the jar. And then I'm just going to come to the next one now. I've got a bit of pink lace for this one, so just to have a little bit of variation between each jar, I'm going to put this one around the bottom of the jar, so they all look slightly different, so we've got a real mismatch. Now just to cover up where the ribbon meets, we're just going to add a little bit of embellishment with the buttons. So just again a little dab of glue and then place a little button on there. Looks really cute. So I'm going to put a couple on this one. So I'm going to put a big one and a little one, I think, just to make it a little bit different to the others. How cute does that look? So next we need to fill them up with some water. For this, I'm going to call in my good friend Lorenzo. Hello Lorenzo, you're coming to help me fill up my jars of water. Thank you Lorenzo. You sit there, you can watch. So now we're going to take out our spring daffodils to start with, and we're just going to place those into the jars. And you can just retrim the stems as you put them in as well. and that will just refresh the stems so that they're going to take the water up better. Just take out all of our bright, happy daffodils that we've got. There's another one over there. Out you come. They're so happy. And then we've got our hellebores. So we're going to pop a few hellebores in there too. What we can find in here. Got a really lovely mixture of spring flowers that we've managed to collect from the garden. Now this is really easy to do at your own home. You can collect all sorts of different things from your own garden, some nice leaves, even just some nice foliage in these would look gorgeous. And some grasses. So I'm just going to add a bit of foliage to these now actually. So just going to pop a bit of that in there. Some nice leaves that we've found in the garden. So we're all practicing our distances if we do go out, and trying to keep to our government guidelines. So if we can find anything in our own gardens, that's the best thing we need to be doing at the moment to keep everyone safe. So another little hellebore there. I'll just pop you in there, I think. That's it, you sit there. Got one white daffodil, the last one left. And they're all starting to disappear now. Foliage there. So next up we've got our beautiful scented hyacinths. Place some of those in the larger jars there. Gorgeous, they smell amazing. They are gorgeous. And look at this fabulous tulip. Wow, he's a stunner, isn't he? Let's put him in one of those bigger jars. So next I've got some stunning bright camellias. Now these were my grandma's favourite flower. I can see why now. Look how gorgeous they are. So I'm just going to take off one of the leaves here. Just need to make sure that we don't have any leaves going into the water. And the reason for that is because if we have leaves inside the water, what will happen is that it will make all the water go very dirty quickly, and the leaves will go all sort of slimy when they're sort of surrounded by water. So try and have nice clean stems so that that doesn't happen. As if we have mouldy leaves in our water, that's going to build up on bacteria, and then your flowers are going to die a lot quicker. So just make sure you're cleaning all the stems so that they easily go into the jar, but also so you've got a really good longevity on the rest of your flowers. So just adding now our beautiful lilac tulips. And they're so pretty and dainty in there. Look at those, aren't they stunning? Beautiful. So just going to add a few more little flowers that are just going to leap over the top now. So just creating a little bit more interest within the design. Just on the floor this morning when I went for my little bit of exercise with the dog, we found a few little pieces sort of lay on the floor. We've got some little cones here and some little catkins that we picked up, and they are beautiful. Just says spring, that does for me, little catkins. When I was younger, my mum used to tell me that they were little lamb's tails hanging in the trees. Perfect for a little bit of spring inspiration there. So just creating a little bit of texture within the design now with these little added extras. There we go. And anything you find, like some little feathers or anything, you can add also. And this is just going to again create a little bit more interest within the design. What a stunning arrangement. It just is so beautiful. All those beautiful bright spring flowers. That's enough to make you smile, isn't it?